house, obviously lives in nearby Highland Park. He threw a bullpen session, and my understanding from those that were down there in the Dodger bullpen here at Globe Life Field, they said he looks really good, and that left foot that was giving him issues that required surgery is starting to turn the corner. He's going to throw another rehab assignment, and he can't return even if he felt good tomorrow. He's on the 60-day IL, so he's not even able to return until mid-May.
Well, got plenty of time to ramp up and get ready to help out this Dodgers team. Time now for the Dodger Derby DV, brought to you by Santa Anita Park. Celebrate 90 years of horse racing at Santa Anita every Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts every race day. Don't miss the biggest Derby party west of Kentucky, Mother's Day dining, and free Fridays with drink specials. Go to santaanita.com/events. We are picking tomorrow's second race. 7 furlongs on the dirt. It is currently a 6-horse race. Who do you like, David?
Oh, since I am so sweet, I'm going with the number 1 horse, Valentine's Candy.
Ooh, I'm going to go with the number 2 horse, Trotsky. Trotsky, the 2 horse. Good luck to you, DV. We'll check back with you in just a couple.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, DV. All right, coming up here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. We got your Dodgers magical moment. Yes. A special day in Dodger history with Vin Scully 75 years ago today, getting behind the microphone for the very first time with Red Barber. We got your Dodgers magical moment next. Dodgers Rangers. I'm Tim Cases, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Baseball is back, and there's no better way to celebrate every home run, strikeout, and walk-off than with an ice-cold michelada made with Modelo Especial. Modelo is brewed for those with a fighting spirit, on and off the field. It's not a real michelada unless it's made with Modelo. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Your health is our priority at LA Care Health Plan. You may be eligible for free Medi-Cal coverage if you meet income requirements. Connect with us today to see if you qualify. We speak multiple languages, including Spanish, Mandarin, Russian, and more, and are ready to help you. Dodger season is here, and game days are not game days without Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Time to hit the stands with a Tito's cocktail in hand. Order a smooth Tito's cocktail, rock that blue and white, and root for the home team with your favorite team spirit. Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Rangers on this Friday. Yoshi Yamamoto and Jacob deGrom, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 5:05.
Hot dog here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It's magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
Well, today is the 75th anniversary of Vin Scully, the great Hall of Fame voice of the Dodgers, getting behind the microphone for the very first time with Red Barber on the radio calling Dodger baseball games. And here's Vin in his own words talking about that.
1950, in the spring, I was 22 years old. My whole thought was, dear God, help me survive each broadcast. One of the very first broadcasts was in Vero Beach against the then Philadelphia Athletics. And in the dressing room, sitting there exactly like his pictures would be of today, was Connie Mack. Connie Mack, Cornelius McGillicuddy from 1862 or something like that. Now I go and I sit next to Red Barber, and the game starts, and I remember vividly that the Dodgers pulled off a triple play, and Red Barber called it like that, bing, bang, bing, and I thought, oh my gosh, how could you ever be that smooth and that quick? So for a year, at least, more than that, I mean, I was terrified. I was like a poor rookie who wasn't going up to the plate thinking, I'm going to get a base hit. He was walking up to the plate thinking, I hope I don't strike out. That's really how I broadcast, hoping that I wouldn't make some monumental mistake. And so that was the attitude. I never thought, will I have a job next year, next month, tomorrow? No, I felt just lucky to be there, in all honesty.
The great Vin Scully, 75 years ago today, his first game calling Dodgers baseball. This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy's SoCal local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll hear from Rick Monday and your Prize Picks double play of the day. Dodgers, Rangers. I'm Tim Case's world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Looking for style and performance and fuel efficiency? Then you'll want to make your way over to the spring sales event at your Toyota dealer, where right now there are great deals to be had on the all-hybrid Camry with its awesome mileage and range. Save on a sporty Corolla or legendary Prius, on a tough new Tacoma, powerful Tundra, or Toyota's best-selling SUV, the RAV4. But don't wait. Just like spring, the deals won't last. So see your Toyota dealer today.
There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you at Toyota.com. You can explore our full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search our available inventory, see our latest offers, find a dealer. You can even build, price, and accessorize your Toyota right online. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
You guys wanted a parade? We got a parade!
A decade of Dave Roberts, 2 world champion titles as manager, 4-time National League pennant winner, 8 division titles. And on Saturday, April 26th versus the Pirates, get ready to throw your hands up at Dodger Stadium and celebrate LA's skipper. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Dave Roberts bobblehead presented by Kinoshita. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on Deck.
Dodgers on deck, y'all.
On the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Rangers start of a 3-game set. Yoshi Yamamoto, Jacob deGrom, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 5:05.
Got him with the 2-for-1.
Hard shot to third. Throws to second on the first double play.
This is the Prize Picks double play of the day.
What are you waiting for? Join me and millions of others playing daily fantasy sports at Prize Picks. Download the free Prize Picks app right now and sign up using the code GOBLUE to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's GOBLUE. When you sign up at Prize Pick, it's so easy. You pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up 2,000 times your cash. Whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, first inning runs, you pick more or less at Prize Picks. Here are my 2 picks for this game. Yamamoto and deGrom combined less than a half a run in the first inning. I say less. It's going to be a pitcher's duel, at least early on. Less than a half a run between Yamamoto and deGrom. Corey Seager of the Rangers David Vassegh mentioned it, the hottest hitter right now for the Rangers. I'm going to say more than a half a hit for Corey Seager. More than a half a hit for Corey Seager. All right, go to PrizePicks, use Go Blue when you sign up, and run your game.
And now, joined by David Vassegh, here's LA Dodgers broadcaster and World Series champion Dodger, Rick Monday.
Rick, it's the Dodgers' second tie field since they won the World Series here in 2020, but obviously those memories seem to be flooding back.
Well, it is, and you can tell by just even before batting practice, the crowd. As the buses were pulling in, just looking at people walking to the stadium, a few blocks away, wearing Dodger gear with different names on the backs, and yeah, it does bring up some nice thoughts. There's no question about that. And for the Dodgers, nice thoughts recently coming off of the sweep, and now go on the road, and hopefully that's a sign of good things to come for this ball club, because it is much more talented than that stretch that they really had trouble getting out of their own way for a while.
Even in that 3-game sweep against the Rockies, did it feel like the Dodgers still didn't play their best?
Exactly, yeah. At least what we know as their best. You hear the term so many times about playing up to your competition. And the Dodgers may have played a little bit down to their competition. And I know that may anger some people and say, well, that means you don't think the Rockies are very good. Well, the Rockies have not played well. And they've got some issues that they've got to be able to figure out which direction they're going to go from a standpoint. But I don't know if they played down to the competition or what it was. But I think overall they walked away feeling good about themselves and being able to recover in a couple of games, come back and get some big base hits, and really score opportunities in order to get some runs up on the board.
It feels like this series has all the makings of maybe getting the Dodgers' adrenaline and focus back to where it was when they began the season.
Yeah, and I think you got to play at your best, because if you look at it, I mean, the Rangers lead the American League Western Division. Actually started today 2 games in front of Seattle, but they do it in a lot of different ways. Their pitching has really been good if we look at it so far. The other thing to think about, they're not afraid to run the bases, and they're going to try and force the issue if they can. Can they pick opportunities to put runners into motion, A, to scatter double play balls, and B, to put pressure on the defense?
This 3-game series has those headline type of starting pitching matchups. Yamamoto, Rick, I don't know how you feel, but feels like he's pitching the best of anybody in the National League.
David, I'm glad you brought that up, because Yamamoto, in my review of what he has done, he's making a statement. I mean, he's making a strong statement as to how good he is. And I think he can be even better than what we have seen, because he's gaining confidence now in the hitters that he is being able to look at and face for the second and third different time. He's got a lot of different dimensions. He's not the same guy this year in what we've seen in comparative terms to last year. Last year, I got the feeling, especially early in the season, he was kind of feeling his way through it. Now he is commanding his way through it.
Thanks, Rick. We'll check in with you and Steven Nelson a little bit later. For now, we'll send it back to Burbank. Tim?
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Start your future at a California Community College, Dodger fans. Financial aid's available to help you with tuition, books, and, yeah, sometimes even the rent. It's time to take that next big step. Classes can fill up quickly. So enroll today at icangotocollege.com. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck. We'll get you a preview of this pitching matchup. Rick will be back with Steven Nelson and get you those keys to the game. But up next, don't go anywhere. David Vassegh goes one-on-one with Mookie Betts. Dodgers, Rangers. First pitch at 5:05. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
I can afford to follow my dreams.
I can afford to do whatever I put my mind to.
I can afford college.
Start your future at a California community college. Financial aid is available to help with tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent.
I can afford to invest in myself and my future.
It's time to take the next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. No appointment needed. Locations throughout Southern California. Find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The season is underway, and what a start it's been. The boys in blue have all the bases covered, just like Hoffy with their top-quality beef franks, bacon-wrapped hot dogs, and natural casing beef frankfurter.
You can always trust the boys in blue to deliver their best, just as Angelinos have trusted Hoffy to deliver great taste and quality for nearly 100 years. Get ready for the next game by picking up your favorite Hoffy product from your local grocery store.
Hoffy, local, and so great.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Leading up to Dodgers and Rangers on this Friday, Yoshi Yamamoto and Jacob deGrom, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 5:05. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by our friends at Zenshi Handcrafted Sushi. No better time to go pick up some quick, affordable Zenshi Handcrafted Sushi, made fresh on-site daily by professionally trained sushi chefs with precision, passion, a tradition. You can taste it. Tuna roll, spicy tuna, salmon, tempura shrimp. I love the mangy crunchy dragon roll. They have poke bowls as well. They got it all. Find Zenshi near the deli counter at Rouse. Zenshi Handcrafted Sushi, always fast, fresh, and easy.
David Vassegh. And now, what will likely be Vassegh fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
All right, Globe Life Field is where the Rangers play, but the Dodgers made it their house in 2020, and Mookie Betts won the World Series championship and owned Globe Life Field to help the Dodgers back then, and Mookie joins us on the opposite side of the dugout. I know you were here a couple of years ago, but what's the feelings coming back here again?
I think every time I come into this park, that situation in life, COVID, and that month that we spent here, I mean, we were here for literally a month straight. Just reminds you of obviously what we accomplished winning the World Series, but, it's just something that in life, staying in a hotel for a month and just life experiences that, you'll never forget for sure.
One thing that I always remember about that postseason run, obviously you had a big hit in Game 6 of the World Series, but those amazing catches and the emotion you showed in right field, just the defensive highlights to me stand out more than anything offensively you guys did.
Yeah, as they always say in every sport, defense wins championships, but that's one thing I definitely remember. I remember, down the right field line, I know people can't see, but my wife was always down there every game with the kid, with my daughter at the time. I remember just looking in between pitches, looking at her, and we were just kind of doing our little sign language through pretty much every game.
That's awesome.
And that was, she kind of kept me calm, and especially during those World Series games, because they were, we were going back and forth, and I mean, it was just a lot. And winning a World Series is hard to do, and I'll never forget her just standing right there, and me just looking at her between every pitch.
Girl Dad, Mookie Betts is our guest here in the house that him, Seager, and Jock made famous. Mookie, now you're playing shortstop. You put in so much work this offseason and continue to do so. Where would you assess where you're at right now?
I think I'm doing okay. I've had a couple errors early. It's hard to say, that's part of the game when I work so hard and whatnot, because I'm not really accepting of, that's part of the game. But at the end of the day, it is. And so I need to be accepting of failures that happen. But, I genuinely love coming to work. Like, it's just coming to work and going to work at short. Like, it's just actual fun for me. Like, I just wake up out of bed just to, like how people go play golf.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about coming to practice at shortstop. And so it's definitely, I'm not saying a new a new light or whatnot, but different energy for me. And I've truly loved it. It's been fun. It's hard. It's really hard, but it's fun. I'm catching myself now during games asking Tommy and Muntz, like, all right, what do I do here? Because some of these situations I've never been in. And so, just being in them, have to kind of talk through it as you go, because there's so many different things that kind of go on. And so, it's been fun. I know I have a lot more experience to go, but it's been fun so far.
I'm glad you brought up Tommy Edman. How much does he help you? Because he seems to be one of the smartest, most underrated players on the field.
Yeah, he is. I mean, smartest. One of the smartest, obviously one of the most talented, whether you believe it or not, he is.
Yeah.
He's really been someone I can talk to. It's really easy to talk to because I can go ask him a dumb question. And he's not going to look at me like, why did you ask me that? Or you're supposed to know that. Like, he literally will just tell me. If it's a pretty simple answer, he just says it simply. He doesn't try and belittle me and nobody does. But definitely Tommy, he's really easy for me to talk to and ask those questions that I probably should know as a Major League shortstop, but I don't because I haven't been. And so, he's definitely been there for me the whole time. I mean, hitting, fielding, everything. He's awesome.
So is Mookie Betts. You're an easy guy to root for. LA loves you, and man, you are doing something that no major league player has ever done, and it feels like you're doing it better than most could even come close to. So I need to buy one of these necklaces you're selling online.
You don't have to buy. I got you. I'll make sure I bring one. You're part of the LA squad. So
I love it.
I'll make sure I bring you one when we get back home.
Love it, Mookie. Thanks a lot for the time. Great to share you with the people in LA, and this is the house the Dodgers built. Make no mistake about it.
You better know it. Thank you, Bass.
There he is, my guy, Mookie Betts, one of the best on and off the field. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, DV. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. Good time to pick up some Shakey's, enjoy some Dodgers baseball as we're getting close to first pitch. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Up next, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. It's a good one. Don't go anywhere. I'm Tim Cates. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Step up to the plate with Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. With over 50 years of experience and more than $2 billion in settlements, no one hits it out of the park for clients like Jacoby & Myers. If you've been injured, let Jacoby & Myers go to bat for you. Whether it's a car accident, rideshare mishap, or any other serious incident, Jacoby & Myers will fight for the justice you deserve. Call Jacoby & Myers today for a free consultation at 1-800-5-million.
Teoscar swings, hits it a long way down the right field line toward the pole. It is off the pole for a home run.
Join us for Dodgers Date Night on Friday, April 25th versus the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And all the right fielder could do was fade back and watch.
Get cozy with that special someone in your life and receive an exclusive Dodger Date Night blanket with the purchase of a special ticket package. Don't miss out on this great catch. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This day in Dodger history.
Place in history? Got that.
April 18th, 1950. Vin Scully calls the first game of his legendary Dodgers broadcasting career as a 22-year-old at Philadelphia's Scribe Park. 3 years later, he would become the team's primary announcer, and the rest is baseball history. As we reflect on the past, it's important to plan for the future. Empower yourself and empower your family. Start the conversation about aging and find resources at aging.ca.gov. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Leading you up to Dodgers and Rangers, starting with a 3-game set from Arlington. First pitch from Globe Life Field, set for 5:05.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Jacob deGrom on the mound, 36-year-old right-hander, 4.30 ERA, 12th season in the big leagues, second season pitching for the Rangers. He's been here a couple of years, though. He missed half of 2023 and most of 2024 Tommy John surgery. 4-time All-Star, 2-time Cy Young Award winner, 2-time National League strikeout leader with the Mets, making his 4th start this year. Last time out, 4 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and a no decision against the Mariners. He's facing the Dodgers for the 12th time in his career. First time as a Ranger. He is 1-4 with a 2.71 ERA, 69 strikeouts, but a 1.89 opponent's batting average. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers, 2-1 with a 1.23 ERA. His 1.23 ERA currently ranks 4th in the major leagues. His batting average against is top 10 in Major League Baseball. And he is top 10 also in the National League with 28 strikeouts, making his 5th start this season. Is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Last time out, 6 shutout innings, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts, and a win over the Cubs. This is his first time facing the Texas Rangers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound. Jacob deGrom going for the Rangers. Great pitching matchup in this series opener. We're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Coming up next, the keys to the game. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Dodger fans, the season is heating up, and so's your shot to win big. Whether you're watching from the stadium or your couch, make every pitch count with DraftKings Pick 6. All right, so the Dodgers are playing the Rangers at Globe Life Field, where they won the World Series in 2020. I like more total bases for Ohtani over the weekend, and I like more hits for Mookie Betts over the weekend. Both will stay hot in that ballpark. Download the app and use code BLUECREW. Bet $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits instantly. That's right. Code BLUECREW scores you $50 to play with Pick 6 players. Make your picks and get paid. Better payouts, bigger wins. All season long. Only with DraftKings Pick 6. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable. Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Limited time offers. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack, and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Rangers start of a 3-game set. Rangers first place atop the AL West. Dodgers in a fight in the NL West. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Jacob deGrom, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 5:05. Before that, let's head back out to the booth one final time before first pitch. Stephen Nelson, Rick Monday. Guys.
Appreciate it, Tim. Another chance to yap with Rick Monday here before this series kicks off. A 5-game road trip. Only 2 games in Chicago against the Cubs, with 3 here against the Rangers. And again, in case anybody missed it, I doubt you have at this point, Shohei Ohtani and his wife Mamiko are expecting their first child any day. And so we are sending our well wishes to the Ohtani family and their family and loved ones as they await that bundle of joy that will assuredly change their lives for the better. And so now the Dodgers, Mo, have to play some baseball games, or at least a game, without their reigning MVP.
And they're going to have Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound tonight, and the 5th start for the Dodger right-hander. One thing he's really done, first of all, low batting average against, just 171. Even lower than that when the other team is threatening to score some runs. Runners in scoring position, just 167. So we'll find out what that's going to be entailing in tonight's ball game. And on the flip side, the Dodgers have to figure out Jacob deGrom, who came on just brilliant in the early parts of his career. But if you look at the last 4 or 5, it has been difficult to stay healthy.
On the other side, Jacob deGrom, as you just mentioned, oddly enough, in their careers, Ohtani and deGrom have never faced off, and so that's an odd trend that will continue with Shohei being down for this game. But I want to hone in on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I know that's somebody that David Vassegh wants to talk to you about when he gets his turn to chat with you pregame. But really what we've seen this year, Mo, is his continued ascent into the upper echelon among Major League Baseball's best starting pitchers.
Yeah, and he does it not just with that splitter. Oh, it plays large in his game. But what gets overlooked sometimes, not by hitters, especially if they're walking back to the dugout, is an elevated fastball with some very good velocity on top of that. So he combines really some power pitching with that splitter and also the slider too. So he's multiple dimensions on what he can really present to the hitters.
You talk about multiple dimensions. We saw a little bit more of that from the Dodger offense against the Rockies. Yes, against the Rockies, but they were less home run reliant in that series against Colorado to really get the unit clicking as they hit the road. They've got at least 10 hits in 3 straight games. They're going to try and continue that trend. Granted, the assignment a lot tougher. Jacob deGrom, who threw out the first pitch in a matter of moments. Tim, we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, again, the big news, Shohei Ohtani not with the Dodgers, back home in Southern California. And his wife expecting a baby this weekend. Not sure when he will rejoin the team. In his place, Eddie Rosario will be the designated hitter, called up from AAA Oklahoma City. He'll bat 8th as the DH. Tommy Edman slides into the leadoff spot at second base. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, typical 2-3-4. Michael Conforto, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Eddie Rosario, Andy Pages filling out your Dodgers lineup. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Jacob deGrom, the pitching matchup. Buckle up, should be a good one. Great pitching matchup. Great offensive hitting teams about to go at it. The start of a 3-game set from Texas. Dodgers and Rangers. First pitch is next. Enjoy it, everybody. I'm Tim Cates, and this is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. the home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion. 10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping. So go ahead and give us the flowers. Just getting started. Gotta know by now it's way more than nothing.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up. They wear the crown. All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local, original, great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network. Play ball!
The season is underway, and what a start it's been. The boys in blue have all the bases covered, just like Hoffy with their top-quality beef franks, bacon-wrapped hot dogs, and natural casing beef frankfurter.
You can always trust the boys in blue to deliver their best, just as Angelinos have trusted Hoffy to deliver great taste and quality for nearly 100 years. Get ready for the next game by picking up your favorite Hoffy product from your local grocery store.
Hoffy, local, and so great.
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even, high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Help.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
Hey Dodger fans, Andre Ethier here. Are you ready for baseball season? Time to stock up for game day at Superior Grocers. Whether you're firing up the grill or settling in for the first pitch, Superior Grocers has everything you need. Juicy steaks, fresh produce, ice-cold drinks, and all your favorite snacks that keep the crowd cheering, all at unbeatable prices. So download the Superior Grocer app for the latest deals and weekly specials and make every game a grand slam with Superior Grocers. It's always a grand slam with Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years, led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Be a part of the Galpin story. It starts at galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Steven Nelson.
Live from Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. It's game 1 of a 3-game series, and for the Dodgers, game 1 of a short 5-game road trip. They'll also make a couple of stops over in Chicago before returning home to Dodger Stadium. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Steven Nelson and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. The great indoors as the roof is closed here at Globe Life. And for the Dodgers, on the winning side of the margin, having swept the Rockies, and now they come on with a record of 14-6. First place Rangers, they are 12-7, leading the American League Western Division, while the Dodgers in second place. At second base, Mookie Betts is at short. Freddie Freeman at first. Teoscar Hernandez starting in right. Michael Conforto is in left field. Will Smith behind the plate doing the catching. At third base is Max Muncy. Eddie Rosario called up, activated. He'll serve as the designated hitter. And Eddie Pages is in center field. Yoshinobu Yamamoto making his 5th start and in search of his 3rd victory of the campaign. The umpiring assignments, the crew chief, Vic Carraspaza, is working home plate to call the balls and strikes. Mark Rippiger is at first. Nick Lentz umpiring at second, and Nick Marley is over at third. So 2 ball clubs, back-to-back defending champs. The Rangers a couple of years ago, the Dodgers a season ago, squaring off game 1. Happy to have you with us, all set to go in Texas. And with the play, here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, we welcome you to the Lone Star State. The Dodgers have good memories in Globe Life Field. And they won the 2020 World Series here just a handful campaigns ago. Tommy Edman steps in as the leadoff batter in place of Shohei Ohtani against the veteran right-hander Jacob deGrom, who's into his windup for a first pitch fastball at 99, dot on the outside corner. We're underway with strike 1. 7:10 on, or 7:08 start Central Time as deGrom's into his 0-1. Edman swings and hits it high in the air, right field, pushing back toward the wall. It is gone! Tommy with a tank to kick things off, going into the bullpen in right center field, and just like that, Edman's 7th home run of the year makes it 1-0 Dodgers.
Well, Dave Roberts had to look around for a leadoff hitter, and they have Edman, and he hits it out. And Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Your family junior since 1948. And for DanielsJewelers.com/baseball, visit that site for your free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
1-0 Dodgers after Edman's first at-bat presented by Edmunds results in a home run. Get an offer for your car and find your next one all on Edmunds.com. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mookie Betts. 1-0 Dodgers already.
Get a home run, you have your own drop-in.
Interesting that Mookie Betts staying in the 2-hole with Ohtani on the paternity list. He swings and fouls it away on the right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. By the way, with the game getting going at 7:08, 74 degrees inside, roof closed, 81 degrees outside, muggy. There is rain in the forecast for the next couple of days. Time and 10 brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here's the 1-2. Betts watches strike 3 get called on a pitch that was 8 inches off the plate. Vic Carapazza, the crew chief who has home plate tonight, left Mookie all kinds of confused with that call.
Yeah, the ball is outside. Interesting start, obviously. Edman, the first pitch of the game by DeGrom, who we heard, hey, the velocity is now, was at 99. The second pitch was 98, and it changed directions in a hurry for a home run.
Now Freddie Freeman swings at the first pitch, fouls it over the net. Strike one. Bases empty, one out, top of the first, 1-0 Dodgers. Tommy Edman led off the game with a home run. So steps in for Ohtani and then breaks a tie with Ohtani in the home run leaderboard. Freddie watches strike two, called at the knees. Freeman reached a 9 of 14 plate appearances against the Rockies. 0-2 on the way from DeGrom, and Freddie fights it foul. Toward the top deck to our left. Catch made by a Dodger fan in a Fernando Valenzuela jersey.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad a way for Freeman to come back after missing 3 games with the ankle. 6 for 11 in that series against the Rockies with 5 extra base hits.
The 0-2, and Freddie strikes out swinging. The ball was dropped by Heim, but Freddie was already walking back toward the dugout.
Now, the Dodgers know a lot about DeGrom. They don't know about the recent DeGrom because he has been battling injuries and surgery, and it's been a shame. A brilliant young pitcher coming up. But for one thing about it, we had heard the velocity was down. We've not seen that case so far.
No, that fastball's got some giddy up. He starts Teoscar Hernandez off with a slider at the knee, strike one. 1-0 Dodgers, top of the first inning, 2 out, nobody on for Teo in the cleanup spot today. DeGrom's 0-1 pitch. Teo swings through, strike two.
I think there's 3 guys in this ball game tonight. The first pitch fastball is a no-no. Oscar Hernandez has 1. Rangers have 2. Seager, the shortstop. Jock Peterson, the designated hitter. All 3 are really listed as first ball fastball hitters.
Teoscar, bright pink cleats, waiting on an 0-2 pitch. Here it is. And he lifts it in the air. Right field. Playable, though, for Garcia. Routine catch for the 3rd out of the first inning. But the Dodgers start the road trip with a bang. Tommy Edman with a leadoff home run into the Ranger bullpen. So it's a 1-0 lead. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will start when we come back.
Take your fun higher at Harrah's Resort SoCal with the help of Funner California Mayor Martin Short. Test your luck at one of 500 slots or over 50 table games. Then level up your fun with one of Mayor Marty's favorite dishes at one of 11 restaurants, including the world's largest Hell's Kitchen. Take relaxation to a funner level when you try a Mayor-approved treatment at the spa at Harrah's, or chill at one of 3 award-winning pools. To score a winning getaway to Funner California, visit harrissocal.com today.
Hey Dodger fans, Andre Ethier here. Are you ready for baseball season? Time to stock up for game day at Superior Grocers. Whether you're firing up the grill or settling in for the first pitch, Superior Grocers has everything you need. Juicy steaks, fresh produce, ice cold drinks, and all your favorite snacks that keep the crowd cheering. All at unbeatable prices. So download the Superior Grocer app for the latest deals and weekly specials and make every game a grand slam with Superior Grocers. It's always a grand slam with Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
7th home run of the year for Tommy Edman. A leadoff shot off Jacob DeGrom. So it's 1-0 Dodgers as we sail off for the bottom of the first inning. Dodgers in their road grays. The Texas Rangers in their City Connects. Dark pants, cream tops, red numbers. Marcus Semien, the veteran second baseman, leading off against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. 5th start of the season for Yama on the heels of a dominant outing against the Cubs a week ago Friday. His first pitch gets the outside corner, strike one called. 6 innings for Yamamoto of shutout frames, 2 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. He threw 103 pitches, Mo. His second pitch of this ball game. fouled over the net on the right side. Quickly 0-2.
Well, for Yamamoto, I mean, you start to look at what he's done. First of all, we mentioned the pregame show, giving up just a 171 batting average against, even lower than that with runners in scoring position, $167.
Yamamoto's 0-2 pitch, and Semien is down swinging. And that is notable because Semien had previously gone 33 consecutive plate appearances without a strikeout. It was the longest streak in the majors. It just ended. One away.
Yeah, that's a good way to start it off. Okay, here's the first of back-to-back guys that are first ball, fastball hitters with Seager coming in. We'll see how they work to him.
The former Dodger does swing at the first pitch. It's a splitter and a dandy at that. Strike one.
And it was down low. Seager, from the time he was with the Dodgers and now with the Rangers too, he likes the ball upstairs a little bit more.
The 0-1 pitch misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Is it Mimo or is Corey's stance look different?
It is a little different. It's closed. Well, he's got the feet in a different spot to begin with. It's an open stance. His right foot, it's like he's about to do an about face and go back into the first base dugout. His right foot well behind the left foot and really up on the right toe.
Yamamoto misses with ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Seager. 1-0 Dodgers. Just starting the bottom of the first. 1 out and nobody on. Former Dodger waiting for the current Dodger. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Great curveball from Yamamoto.
Yeah, off speed, and Seager was looking for dead red, but it is kind of strange to see a different stance. Wide open, and then he closes it and goes back to somewhat what we recognize as normal.
The 2-2 pitch. Yamamoto goes to the fastball, but it leaks out arm side, filling the count 3-2. Seager a tough out. The Dodgers know that. He's got a 5-game hitting streak. He's batting .306 on the year with 4 home runs. Here's the payoff from Yamamoto to Seager, and it is cued foul. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again is named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. CHLA.org has more info. Another payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a curve. Back-to-back Ks for Yamamoto here in the first.
I was about to waiting for one more pitch, but here's the thing on Seager with that curveball. It's nothing new. You know, he has swung and missed coming into tonight. At low breaking pitches, he swung and missed 62% of the time. That's the highest rate in Major League Baseball. Again, dead red fastball hitter amongst the best.
Now another former Dodger, Jock Peterson. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch swinging and missing at a fastball in the outer third.
Well, Peterson's had trouble, and especially at home. You know, at home he's 0 for 38.
He's hitless his last 31 ABs. Yeah. Yamamoto's splitter a little low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I say 0-38. That's the average. He's 1 for 26 at home. But oddly enough, he's had difficulty with right-handed pitching this year.
The 1-1 pitch is down and in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, when I say this year, it sounds like, oh, it's been a long time. Well, 19 games. This is number 20 for the Rangers.
And he was hired, or signed, I should say, to do just that, hit righties. Yamamoto's 2-1 to Peterson. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. A fastball beat him.
Yeah. And last year, Peterson did hit against right-handers. 281, had 22 home runs. But this year, different story. Different story indeed. He's in .061 against right-handers. Major League Baseball average is .247 against right-handed pitching.
Yamamoto's 2-2 pitch. And Peterson spoils it to stay alive. Dodgers 1. Rangers nothing. Tommy Edman led off the game with a home run off Jacob deGrom. An early lead for Yamamoto. First 2 gone. 1 more out to get. It's another former Dodger. Another 2-2. That is a splitter way too low. So now the count is full.
Photo not very deep in left field.
Let's see a payoff pitch from Yamamoto. The 3-2 to Peterson. Popped him up. Shallow left field. Conforto comes on. And he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 first inning for Yamamoto. Started with 2 strikeouts. Then got a routine.
Let's BOGO! The Hop and Good sale at Designer Shoe Warehouse is on. Buy any pair of shoes in-store or online. Get a second qualifying pair 50% off. Yep, must-have sandals, sneakers, and more from brands you love are buy one, get one 50% off at DSW. But only for a limited time, so hop to it. Fill your basket and score BOGO 50% off at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Breaking news coming in from Bet.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another, and don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation, but then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats...
Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
On the road again, like a band of gypsies.
Let's begin the top of the second. It's presented by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Tommy Edman told Jacob deGrom, this leadoff home run is for you. 1-0 Dodgers, one batter in. Yamamoto with a spotless first inning. So now the second starts with Michael Conforto taking a pitch outside, ball one. A couple of former Met teammates here starting off the second. Jacob deGrom and Michael Conforto. deGrom, first base side of the rubber, the 1-0 pitch. Bends Conforto back upstairs of the fastball, 2-0.
Yeah, Conforto trying to get back in the swing of things. The first 6 games hit over 360. The last 12 games, however, just 132.
We're going to have a break in the action. Looks like Jonah Heim has an equipment malfunction. The catcher for the Rangers walking toward the dugout. It's interesting. He's still, according to the adjusted metrics, Michael Conforto, he's still been above average this year, but the eye test over the last couple weeks hasn't really matched those metrics. He has really elevated the strikeout rate. The last 10 games, we've seen 11 Ks, and then we saw 3 double plays he grounded into against Colorado.
Yep. Yeah, just 5 for his last 38.
Everybody's set for the 2-0. deGrom goes with a fastball, and that missed just off the plate. 3 balls, no strikes on Michael. He has taken his walks. He's got 11 free passes to 20 Ks, so the strikeout to walk ratio, that's definitely palatable. The 3-0 is watching all the way, and that fastball lands on the outer third, strike one.
And you know what the walks kind of tell me? It tends to make me believe that he's seeing the ball pretty well in order to judge, hey, that's a strike, that's a ball.
Here comes the 3-1 from deGrom, and Conforto hits it in the air foul on the left side. Toward the top deck, now 3-2.
deGrom again, the first pitch he plays in this ball game, 99, and when he is on that slider, well, you might as well have a shovel at home plate to try and hit it.
The 3-2 pitch to Conforto. deGrom does go to the slider and induces a pop-up left side, drifting toward the line. The third baseman Young is there, and he makes the catch in front of the left fielder Harris. So that's the first out of the second.
Well, I mentioned deGrom. I mean, it's a shame that he's had injuries, but you go back to 2020. He made only 12 starts. Then in 21, made just 15. 22, 11. 23, just 6. Last year, he did complete the season by getting 3 tune-ups, if you will, starts.
1 out, nobody on. Will Smith, the batter from the right side. He takes strike 1. No, it's an excellent point, Mo. deGrom has been regarded as the best pitcher alive for a long time. The problem is he just hasn't been available for much of that time. Smith watches ball 1, level count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I really got a good look at him when he was warming up today. Before he even took the field to throw the baseball, he was in the bullpen.
The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That's tapped foul by Smith.
And by the bullpen, there was no catcher. He did not have a baseball. and yet he went through about 6 full windup deliveries, and then he went through 6 stretch deliveries with no baseball. It was the complete follow through. He wanted to see exactly where his landing spot was, if it was the right distance and the right trajectory.
1-0 Dodgers. A 1-2 pitch to Smith. Misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tommy Edmonds leadoff home run, giving the Dodgers a lead in this series opener. Smith has been excellent all year with 2 strikes, batting .370 in 2 strike counts, like he's in right now. On the 2-2, Smith strikes out swinging. That's the 3rd K of the game for DeGrom. 2 gone in the second.
Well, you figure both of these guys are on the game. There's going to be a lot of lumber taken back to the dugouts by the hitters, not by the bat boys.
This is just DeGrom's 13th start in a Ranger uniform after signing a 5-year, $185 million contract to leave New York. Max Muncy digs in from the left side. First pitch, a little low, not by much, but Muncy has the advantage. Max coming off a 2-hit game on Wednesday. 2 for 6 in total against the Rockies. Did walk 5 times and reach after getting hit by a pitch, so he looked more like Max. 1-0 to right field. That drops down. A 2-out single for Muncy. And so again, Mo, you say the last few games now, he's starting to look more like Max Muncy at the plate.
Yeah, that means that if he continues to do that, Dave Roberts will move him up in the lineup. But we've been talking, with the exception of the last couple of games the Dodgers played in that homestand, the bottom part of the lineup, number 5 through 9, has been rather anemic from an offensive standpoint.
Well, now a newcomer to the bottom of the lineup, Eddie Rosario, called up from AAA today with Shohei Ohtani hitting the paternity list. Rosario digs in. First pitch sent in the air to center field. Pausing a moment is the center fielder Taveras. He hardly has to move to make the catch. And that ends the top of the second inning. So Muncy's 2-out single is stranded. We go.
I've never felt like this before. It's like you just get me. I feel like my true self with you. Does that sound crazy? And it doesn't hurt that you're gorgeous. Okay, that's it. I'm taking you home with me. I mean, you can't find shoes this good just anywhere. Find a shoe for every you, from brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, and more at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Wanakee Remodeling, we make everything more look new again.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at NissanUSA.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
20% off sunglasses from Shadon Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadon. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
On the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Dodgers on top of the Rangers 1-0. As we welcome you back for the bottom of the second. Yoshinobu Yamamoto set the Rangers down in order in the first, so it's 4, 5, and 6 due up in this second frame. Starting with the right fielder Adolis Garcia, batting from the right side and swinging and fouling away strike 1. The Rangers have been excellent here at Globe Life Field so far. They've won 9 of 10 games at home in Arlington. Yamamoto misses inside, 1-1 on Garcia.
I'll think quickly about this playing surface. It's artificial surface, and just watching the baseball during batting practice, it's quick.
The 1-1 pitch. Garcia taps it foul, strike 2.
And I think the big difference too, Stephen, is in balls that are hit into power alleys or even down the line. on this artificial surface is not going to slow the ball down like natural grass does. So this is really a wonderful place for extra base hits.
The Dodgers have one of those, a Tommy Edman home run leading off the game. Now the 1-2 pitch from Yamamoto. Strike 3, swinging. Smith applies the tag to make it official. Up that ball was low. That's a third strikeout for Yamamoto. One away here in the second.
And the Dodgers know also another aspect of the Rangers offense. And again, they started 2 games in front of the second place Mariners in the American League West. And that's the speed. They try and force the issue if they get runners on base. They're not afraid to try and take extra bases or try and steal.
Now Josh Young takes it to the left center field gap. Pages over, and he's not able to cut it off. It goes all the way to the wall. Young has second, and he will stand up there with a 1-out double. It's the first hit of the game for the Rangers. And maybe that ball skipped on him, or perhaps the angle taken by Pages wasn't great. It looked like he was going to be able to cut it off, but he did not.
Exactly what I was talking about. It's a fast surface, and if you're used to running down the ball on natural grass, the grass will slow the ball down a little bit. Although at Dodger Stadium, it's a quick, natural surface. Well, here it gets by you in a hurry.
Now Dustin Harris, a left-handed hitting left fielder. First pitch from Yamamoto is a curveball low, ball 1. Harris, a rookie, just his 6th game of the season, getting run because Texas is a little banged up. Wyatt Langford on a rehab assignment tonight, probably will be activated tomorrow. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Another curveball. Went back to the well to get strike 1 and level to count.
Yeah, Leifer got hurt on the 8th. So it's been 10 days ago. The oblique. The irony of it is, since he has been on the shelf, the left fielders that Bruce Bochy has put in there have hit collectively .407.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Yamamoto's fastball tails away, 2-1. And Harris is in that group. He's batting .333. It's just his 6th game of the year, though. Dodgers 1, Rangers nothing. Young on second, only 1 out in the second inning. The 2-1 pitch. That's downstairs, 3-1. Work hard, play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck that's built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. It's getting a little bit more difficult for Yamamoto in the second. Got the first 4 outs with ease. Now a runner in scoring position, the tying run with 1 out in the second inning. The 3-1 pitch to Harris. There's strike 2. Curveball just got the outside edge. Harris steps out, fixes the batting gloves, takes a breath, and is still not yet stepped back in. Vic Carapazza has twirled the right arm around, saying we're playing. Pitch clock has started. Yamamoto is set out of the stretch, looking toward the third base side. Now focuses on home. His 3-2 pitch. Tapped off the plate, foul.
Young kind of dancing around, leading off at second base. So left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. You're really in the sight line of the hitter. And with 2 strikes, most hitters in this spot will say, hey, look, kind of cool it down there. Give me a full view of the pitch.
Yamamoto will try again. Another 3-2 pitch coming to Harris. And he got him swinging. Curveball down. Harris is going to run to first. Will throw to Freeman to make it official. Another K for Yamamoto. His 4th of the game. 2 outs in the second inning, and Young, most importantly, stays on second.
Yeah, and a good block also by Will Smith. That ball in the dirt, Smith had to backhand it on 1 hop. Then while he's chasing the runner, still keep an eye on the runner at second base, not allowing him to advance.
There's some power at the plate. First baseman Jake Berger, acquired by the Rangers from the Marlins this past offseason. He's got a 6-game hitting streak. Yamamoto starts him off with a fastball upstairs, 1-0. The scoreboard reads 1-0 Dodgers. Tommy Edman leadoff home run in the first inning. Yamamoto trying to keep it that way. Young still on second base. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Berger swings and fouls back strike 1.
Former #1 draft pick. He's had some big injuries over his career that really kind of set him down.
11th overall selection of the White Sox in 2017. Twice ruptured his Achilles. 1 ball, 1 strike against him. Yamamoto deals. Ground ball, third base side, and foul.
even in spite of the injuries. I mean, you talked about power. You had 23 and 24 together. What, 60-plus home runs?
And he's flashed that power against the Dodgers specifically. 18 games against L.A. He's got 10 extra base hits, 9 home runs, 16 RBIs. Yamamoto's ahead, 1-2. One more strike to get. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Downstairs with a splitter, 2-2. Young on second after a 1-out stand-up double into the left center field gap. Dodger infield playing back and shifted over to the left side against the right-handed Berger, who just got granted time. Rangers trying to keep playing well at home. The Dodgers trying to turn things around on the road. 4-4 this year, and includes the 2 wins in the Tokyo series. Now the 2-2 pitch. He did not offer the curveball in the dirt. Another full count. Yamamoto's pitch count maybe a touch more elevated than he would like. Just a touch, though. 34 pitches here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. There have been some 3-2 counts, a few of them, I should say. The payoff on the way. Chop foul toward the Dodgers on deck circle. Remains 3-2.
This is the 4th full count.
Seventh pitch on the way from Yamamoto to Berger. 2 out and a runner on second in the second. 1-0 Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Beat him with a splitter. Yoshinobu Yamamoto with 5 strikeouts in the first 6 outs recorded of the game. 1-0 Dodgers.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Breaking news, and this never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
1-0 Dodgers. The 3rd inning about to begin with Andy Pages batting in the 9th spot today. Jacob deGrom, the right-hander, is ready on the mound for the Rangers. First pitch grounded to 3rd, handled by Young on a backhand as he fell to the dirt. Gets up and throws across to get Pages. Nice play there at the hot corner. Not necessarily a smoke baseball, but an odd place for the hop to happen against Young.
Just kind of an odd play to begin with in the way it was set up. But for Young, he held his ground, had to make the backhand stop, and then the strong throw across the diamond.
Lineup turns over. It's not Shohei Ohtani, it's Tommy Edman. Tommy did just fine leading off the game. A solo homer off deGrom. And he's back in watching ball 1 up and away. For Edman, it was his 7th home run of the season. Reclaims the Dodgers lead in that category. A 1-0 from deGrom. Edman swings and misses at a slider down and in, 1-1. Came on the 2nd pitch of the ball game, Mo, a 4-seam fastball. And that deGrom fastball for the entirety of his career has been nearly impossible to hit. But it's been getting lit up this season.
Yeah, first pitch of the game was at 99. Second one that was hit for the home run was at 98.
The pitch on the way from DeGrom. Edman takes downstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, not only was the fastball, and DeGrom, when he first came up, I mean, he was in the century mark plus. And then the slider was like, good luck, fellas, trying to hit it.
The 2-1 pitch is outside. 3 balls and a strike. DeGrom being careful with the power of Tommy Edman, batting from the left side against a right-handed pitcher, Mo. Tommy Edman has been a totally different batter from the right side this year in all the best ways. DeGrom's 3-1. Inside, but called strike 2. Gosh, that's a gift for DeGrom. It should have been ball 4. Instead, it's now a full count. Now a payoff. And that is strike 3. Fastball at the knees. Edman did not like that. That one was a pitch that appeared to be in the zone. The one before it, though, should have been ball 4.
Well, the sky report that I have on Vic Carpazza, and he's a good umpire. He's a crew chief on top of it. But I've always thought that he is inside and outside expand. It's not up and down the strike zone. It's to the corners that he enforces.
Mookie Betts with 2 outs and nobody on. Strike 1 to him. Slider just got the outside corner. It was Betts who was rung up on a questionable call well outside in the first inning. Dodgers 1, Rangers nothing here in the top of the 3rd. DeGrom sets and gets Mookie to flail at strike 2.
I've said this before, and I'll continue to say it. Yeah, the hitters, whether they keep, in the computer, if it's just upstairs or notes, sky reports on the pitchers. Better know the umpires too.
The 0-2 pitch. Slider down and away. DeGrom searching for his first major league win since April 23rd of 2023. Nearly 2 full calendar years. Dodgers ahead of them 1-0. And now the 1-2 pitch to Betts. That's low and away. 2-2.
Well, if DeGrom can stay healthy, he's going to get that victory and more.
It's a guy who was safely on the Hall of Fame highway, but the injuries have robbed him of that trajectory a little bit. Betts waiting on the 2-2. Here it is. It looked like it got the outside corner. It's called ball 3. So this has got both sides a little rankled with the home plate zone.
For DeGrom, this is career start number 222. He's 84 and 57 overall, and in his career, barely a 200 batting average against.
Payoff to Betts. Mookie checks his swing on a pitch upstairs. The Rangers will appeal and will lose, so it's a 2-out walk for Mookie. Keeps the 3rd inning alive for Freddie Freeman as the Dodgers try to add to this early 1-0 lead.
Well, Betts does not do a whole lot of running. However, DeGrom in his first 3 starts has allowed 5 stolen bases. None have been caught.
Freddie's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Batting average dips to .323. This is his 10th game of the season. First pitch. Betts stays. And Freddie swings. Foul ball makes it strike 1. The results aren't all the way there for Freddie. And .323 pretty darn good. But quality of contact has been great. This is the best hard hit rate we've seen from Freddie Freeman since his MVP season in Atlanta in 2020. DeGrom's 0-1. Misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Freeman by far the most experienced Dodger hitter against DeGrom, given the time both spent in the National League East. DeGrom with the Mets and Freddie with the Braves. Mookie on first, 2 outs, top of the 3rd. And now a 1-1 pitch. Freddie chops it to the right side. Berger can't get it, but the second baseman, Simeon, is there to pick him up. And DeGrom is covering the bag and beats Freddie to it. So Mookie's 2-out walk is stranded. 2.5 innings gone at Globe Life Field. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Rangers nothing.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5.
Pitch at the bottom of the third from Yamamoto is a fastball at the shins. Ball one. Yamamoto has 14 strikeouts his last 8 innings of work. He's into his windup. 1-0 pitch is in there. Strike one. Levels the count against the catcher Jonah Heim. I'm a switch hitting backstop, batting from the left side. 6'4", 220. An all-star in 2023. He grounds strike two foul toward his on-deck circle.
His batting average last year dropped 38 points. People are saying, well, wait a minute, is he banged up? Or what's the story?
Yamamoto's 1-2 pitch. High. Grounds to the left side. Muncy has it. He was shifted over in the 6 hole, and he throws to Freeman to get high. Good positioning for the Dodger infield there, getting Yamamoto the first out of the bottom of the third.
Hey, friends, you can shop the new Dodgers World Series Champion Gold Collection. That's right. You can do it at MLBshop.com. Embellished with gold accents and scripts. Get the gear that celebrates the glory of last season's journey.
One down in the bottom of the third. 1-0 Dodgers. Last of the order for Texas. Center fielder Leody Taveras. Yamamoto misses with the fastball down and away.
By the way, that was not a bad journey last year.
Oh, no, it was not.
And the year before, it was the Texas Rangers. So two clubs here in this series that understand what it's like to win.
The 1-0 pitch. Chopped off of Taveras, who hits the dirt. He fouled it off of his own leg, and now he's sitting next to the home plate and in some pain. He's really favoring that right leg, and just now the athletic training staff is out to get on him. It was pretty clear what happened from the get-go, and now you're going to Bruce Bochy, who is not fleet of foot, the future Hall of Fame manager, he's coming out as well. Bochy just turned 70 on Wednesday.
Well, with a victory yesterday for the Rangers, Bruce Bochy is now currently tied for 7th all-time managerial wins, 2,183. Who is he tied with? Dusty Baker.
That's the legend of Dodger baseball, Dusty Baker.
Well,
as of last year.
Good teammate, great friend.
Yes. Johnny B. Baker. Doesn't get better than.
So those managers, Connie Mack, the all-time, 3,731 victories. Tony La Russa, 2,884. John McGraw, going back, 2,763. Then Bobby Cox, 2,504. Joe Torre with 2,326. Sparky Anderson with 2,194, and then Dusty and Bruce. He was working his way up that list. Dave Roberts.
Best winning percentage in Major League history for Doc. Taveras is back in the box. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Yamamoto gets to him quick, and this ball is hooked down the right field line. Well foul. It's 1-2. Tommy Edman led off the game with a solo home run off Jacob deGrom, filling in beautifully for Shohei Ohtani in the leadoff spot of the Dodger order. That's how the scoreboard has looked since then. 1-0 LA. 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the third. After a brief moment of time for Taveras, he steps back in, and now Yamamoto delivers his 1-2 pitch. A bouncer to the right side. Edman to his backhand on the cut of the grass. Good throw. A little low, but Freddie's there to complete the play. 2 gone here in the bottom of the third.
Nice play by Edman also. It helps to be able to go into the hole, backhand the ball as he did. You're in the outfield grass, almost directly at the middle, and then have a strong enough throwing arm where you can throw out a fleet-footed runner.
Now Marcus Semien back to the top of the order. Yamamoto struck him out swinging. It was the first strikeout for Semien in 33 plate appearances. Strike 1 to him. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce Slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast at the AM/PM app, and let's play ball. The pitch. Hit up the middle, and that drops into center field for a base hit. A 2-out knock for Marcus Semien, and the Texas Rangers have their second hit of the afternoon.
On the scoreboard here in this ballpark, they put up the distance and the velocity of a base hit. Well, it was hit 202 feet at 85 miles an hour.
So not a hard hit baseball for the StatCast, which is 95 plus, but he gets on in front of Corey Seager. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third, the Dodgers up 1-0. First pitch splitter is downstairs, ball 1. Just a reminder, after you redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app, at AM/PM has too much good stuff. Yamamoto's been flashing a lot of good stuff this season. Continued his ascent really into the top tier of starting pitchers in all of Major League Baseball. 1 ball, no strike pitch to Seager. Hits the corner at 95. Strike 1. Seager, like Semien, struck out swinging in the first, so he's 0 for 1. Open stance, waiting on a 1-1 pitch. Yamamoto out of the stretch. Curveball outside corner. Didn't miss by much, but Vic Carapazza says it did miss, so it's 2-1. '50th pitch of the ball game for Yamamoto. A 2-1 pitch. Outside edge with a fastball, misses. Now it's 3-1. Former Dodger, 7 years in LA, now in his 4th season as a Ranger. Yamamoto steps off the mound, and all parties will reset. Seager's been an all-star each of the first 3 campaigns here in Texas, and on track to make it 4 in a row. Now the 3-1 pitch. Seager swings and lashes it through the left side into left field. Conforto over to cut it off. He does. Semien was going first to third. He will hang up at third. Seager, though, has a stand-up double.
And Conforto made a very good play. That almost got by him. That's what I was talking about earlier. He hit it in the gaps on this artificial surface. It does not slow down. It maintains the speed. And if you're not able to cut it off, you're looking at doubles, triples, or maybe the ultimate inside the park home run.
The Rangers have 2 in scoring position. This happening with 2 outs. Yamamoto got the first 2 outs of the third inning, but it's a single for Semien, then a double for Seager. 2 aboard for another old friend, Jock Peterson. The pitch. Grounded to first. Backs Freeman up. He makes the play. Fields and throws to Yamamoto. And that is how the third inning will end. So Yamamoto gets a first pitch ground out from Jock Peterson. The Rangers get 2 hits, but they strand both.
This season, let your shoes do the talking. Designer Shoe Warehouse is packed with fresh styles that speak to your whole vibe without saying a word. From cool sneakers that look good with everything, to easy sandals you'll want to wear on repeat, DSW has you covered. Find a shoe for every you from the brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, New Balance, and more. Head to your DSW store or visit dsw.com today.
Breaking news, married at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
20% off sunglasses from Shadin Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadin. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Dodgers 1, Rangers nothing. Teoscar Hernandez will step in to begin the top of the fourth. 4, 5, and 6 on the docket for the Dodgers. Jacob deGrom deals. Teoscar takes ball 1, a slider low and away. That Dodger run coming on a Tommy Edman leadoff homer in the first inning. The 1-0 pitch. Hernandez is popped up. Playable on the right side of the infield. deGrom drifts over, but Berger, the first baseman, calls him off and makes the catch. So now after Edman's home run, Mo, that means that 54 of the Dodgers' 94 runs this year have been scored via the home run. That is better than 57%. Yeah, that would be the most home run reliant team in the history of Major League Baseball. One out, nobody on. Michael Conforto at the plate. First pitch foul down the right field side.
You know what's strange about that, about those numbers, though? If you were to line up the Dodger hitters, you would not necessarily say home run hitter, home run hitter, home run hitter, home run hitter.
There is pop, but yeah, not a lot of guys who are branded as pure home run hitters. That gets away from deGrom. 1 ball, 1 strike against Conforto.
Yeah, and then if you added Tommy Edman to that list, you say, excuse me, you must be in the wrong line.
Tommy's got 7 now. The 1-1. Conforto takes strike 2 at innings.
Yeah. Edman would say right after you say, "Oh, you're in the wrong line." No, I'm here because I earned it.
And that's what Tommy, he alluded to after he hit his 6th. And he pulled into a tie with Aaron Judge and Mike Trout. And you got a bunch of guys who are similar in terms of their reputation. And then there's me. The Dodgers are certainly happy to have Tommy Edman. Conforto behind 1-2. The pitch from deGrom is a fastball up and a little in, 2-2. Good pitch, but a better take by Conforto to square the count. deGrom into his windup, the 2-2. That's up high. Now the count runs full.
There's so many series you say, or you'll hear a team say, well, we need to get to the bullpen. That's not the case here to try and get into the Rangers bullpen because their pitching has been really good to start the season.
The payoff. Conforto has strike 3 called against him. The slider touched the bottom of the zone. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
That strikeout the 5th for deGrom. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Nobody on. Will Smith back to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a K, and he watches the first pitch slider for strike 1. The 0-1. Smith swings and lifts it high in the air, right center field. No problems for Taveras as he drifts over and makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3-4 for Jacob deGrom and the Rangers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will return for the bottom of the fourth. The Dodgers still ahead 1-0.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
There are two types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shaden Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shaden brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part of, well, everything.
From first steps to first dates, from all-nighters to all-time personal bests.
From building pillow forts to building a life.
For all the big and small moments that make up your whole world, DSW is there. And we've got just the shoes. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love at brag-worthy prices at your DSW store or DSW.com.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
It was a big moment for us, you know. We had to win 3 games. If we knew we had to win 3 games.
Dodgers holding on to a 1-0 lead here in the series opener against the Rangers. Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. You can see through the windows beyond left field that the sun has set. You can see their old park in the distance. Globe Life Park. Yoshinobu Yamamoto prepares to welcome Adolis Garcia to the plate. 4, 5, and 6 for the Rangers. Dodgers right-hander steps back, kicks forward, and fires. He gets a hot shot right back to him. Edman is there, nearly straight up with the bag at second to field on a hop and make the play. Quickly one out.
Well, that one was hit at 116 miles an hour.
What?
And it's hit right at you. That's what it said up on the board.
That ball was smoked by Garcia. Side saddle play by Edman. Just to the right of the bag at second on the very edge of the dirt.
That's one of those balls that hit so hard, if you're a fielder, you don't have time to get out of the way.
Now Josh Young, who's 1 for 1 with the double. Yamamoto's first pitch, strike 1 on the outside corner. The 0-1, swinging a foul ball. Josh Young, the young third baseman, now 27 years old. He had a hard time staying on the field last season. Fractured his wrist opening week, went on the IL, had surgery, missed from April 2nd to July 30th. And Yamamoto strikes him out, and that will be strikeout number 6 for Yoshinobu.
Unfortunately, the roof is closed. They're talking about some nasty weather later tonight. In fact, there's severe storm risk that had been issued for overnight.
2 outs, no Rangers on base. The rookie Dustin Harris swings at the first pitch, takes it the other way to left field, and slices in for a base hit. And Harris going for second, fielded by Conforto. His throw in is going to be late. Harris slides in safely with a 2-out double. And that's the Rangers' 3rd double of the afternoon and evening against Yamamoto.
Yeah, this was not a bad pitch. This was a jam shot, a little inside out. Of course, talk about weather. No, this is nothing. How about Denver? they were canceled. Why? Snow.
That sounds like Coors Field, doesn't it? The Rockies thinking, okay, let's get home after an awful homestand, and they can't play ball. Tying run on scoring position, 2 outs in the inning. Jake Berger up and waving in a splitter. Strike 1 for Yamamoto.
Well, the way the Rockies season has started, you get a snow out. Is that good or bad?
They fire their hitting coach, Bam Hensley Mullins, and replace him with Clint Hurdle is a special assistant in the front office as they try to turn their season around. The Dodgers swept them. Hopped on the bird, happy for this 5-game road trip. They lead 1-0 here in the fourth. Yamamoto's 0-1. It's a splitter down towards the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Berger is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging to end the second. He's the 5th strikeout victim for Yamamoto. Dodger infield playing back on Berger. Harris on second. The 60th pitch of the night for Yamamoto is outside. Smith throws down to second. There won't be a play.
You figured out the light standards yet in this stadium? I say that because you look at left field, extremely well illuminated.
Yep.
Right field, not so much.
It does seem dark once you get to right of center and then all the way to the line. Yamamoto's 2-1. Berger swings and misses. Strike 2, and the count is even. Yamamoto takes a deep breath on the mound, plants his right foot on the middle of the rubber, left glove hand on his hip. Shakes once, now has to disengage. Pitch clock will reset. Berger will step out of the right side of the batter's box. Berger led the Marlins in hits and home runs last year, and the Rangers traded for him. All parties ready. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 swinging. Yamamoto spins off the mound after his 7th K. Finishes a 4th shutout frame. On to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 1.
Breaking your ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Apo Taco. Do you know what it means?
It's now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Max Muncy will lead off the 5th for the Dodgers, 7, 8, and 9, coming up against Jacob deGrom. It's a 1-0 LA lead in the series opener. deGrom with the pitch. Muncy takes a strike. Max is 1 for 1 with a base hit. Came with 2 outs in the second inning. He was stranded on the bases. Dodgers have left 2 on. The Rangers have left 4 on. The 0-1 inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Max has got the batting average back above 200 now at 207 following that single in the second. Still waiting on his first home run. The 1-1 pitch. Muncy takes down and in, and he has the advantage. But there's nothing like some home cooking for Muncy. Yes, the Dodgers are on the road, but the Texas native is back home. Pride of Midland, Texas. 2-1 coming. Muncy takes a fastball in the inside corner, 2-2. The last time the Dodgers were here in 2023, Muncy hit a first inning grand slam in one of those games. deGrom's 2-2 pitch. Max hits it on the ground on the right side. Second baseman Simeon is there to field. deGrom covering the bag, and he steps on it just in time to beat Muncy, who is hustling down there. 1 away.
Well, a decade of Dave Roberts, and you can come to Dodger Stadium on Saturday, April 26th, after the Pirates are in. 6:10 start, by the way. And celebrate LA's skipper. The first 40,000 fans in attendance are going to receive a Dave Roberts bobblehead presented by Kinoshita. So come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Dodger debut continues for the designated hitter Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 1. He's up with the bases empty and 1 out. Ball 1 in the dirt from DeGrom. Rosario, now 33 years old. Last year with Washington wasn't great for him. Hit 175 in 91 games. The 1-0 pitch. Rosario swings and hits it in the air. Foul. Slicing away on the left field side. It's 1-1. Nearing 10 years of big league service, Mo. And at the AAA level to start this year, Rosario in 14 games hitting .339. His OPS is .948. And while the spring numbers weren't great, you like what you saw out of him at the plate.
I like the swings. Spring training is difficult to analyze all of them.
He does not swing here. Ball 2 outside, 2-1.
And especially when you're not playing each and every day. And I think even more so in the beginning of spring training, because you're still trying to find the swing, get the timing.
2-1. Rosario can't swing again because DeGrom misses away. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, that was the other thing that we saw. Well, the swings may not have been consistent. His knowledge of the strike zone seemed to be that way, and from time to time he can really unload and hit with some power.
Dodgers saw that power firsthand in the 2021 NLCS. Rosario takes it the other way, left center field. Taveras will track it down. Taveras has a lot of speed in center. He covers a lot of ground. He showed it off there. Rosario retired on the F8, and now 2 outs at the top of the 5th.
Strange dimensions here in the outfield. 329 down the left field line. Power alley 372. Straightaway center is 407. To the left and right of straightaways center is 410. Well, they've got some of the distances according to numbers of former players.
First pitch to Pages, fouled away on the right side, strike 1.
For example, the 329 down the left field line. Adrian Beltre, number 29. Left field power alley, 372. Rangers first year in Arlington, 1972.
DeGrom waiting for Pages to be ready. He is. The 0-1 is up and in.
Center field straightaway, 407. Ivan Rodriguez, number 7. Deepest part of the ballpark, straightaway, 410. Michael Young's number 10.
A 1-1 pitch. Pages takes outside.
But down the right field line, 326. Johnny Oates, number 26. So they've got some history just in the distances of the outfield fence.
On this 2-1 from DeGrom, Pages holds up. That fastball is in there for strike 2. Remember a couple years ago, Johnny DeLuca handled the outfield beautifully. He robbed a catch at the wall in front of the Dodger bullpen in left field, and then made a diving catch in left center.
And by the way, there's 8 different angles in the outfield fence.
The 2-2 pitch. Pages fights it over the net, foul. Stays alive for at least one more. 1-0 Dodgers in the top of the 5th. 2 outs and no runners on. Jacob DeGrom and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Mo, they're really going blow for blow here.
Well, this is a very well pitched game to this point. Good ball game, period.
Another 2-2. Good take by Pages, staying away from that slider. Full count now. Yamamoto threw 4 innings, his 62 pitches. DeGrom now with his 70th. The payoff to Pages is hit in the air to shallow left center. Taveras went back initially, now comes in and makes the play. It's a 1-2-3 inning for DeGrom, who has retired 7 Dodgers in a row. We're halfway home.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Breaking news, and this one is ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Guess who said the following?
This moment is great. I mean, I have to thank God first, my family, my wife, my kids, parents, the organization, the fans.
That's where I want to
The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Tommy Edman led off this series against the Rangers with a solo home run against Jacob deGrom. That's the only scoring we've seen up to this point. On to the bottom of the fifth, Yoshinobu Yamamoto starts off with strike one to the catcher Jonah Heim. 8-9-1. The spots coming up for Bruce Bochy's club. Yamamoto steps back, kicks and deals, and gets strike two on a foul ball. It was on this date, April 18th, 75 years ago, Mo, that the iconic, the irreplaceable, and the legendary Vin Scully broadcast his first game of his legendary career for the Dodgers. 1950 in Philadelphia. Yamamoto's 0-2, elevates and gets strike three swinging. That's number 8 for Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
You and I were talking earlier that this is also the date, the anniversary of the Dodgers playing their first game in Los Angeles Coliseum. 70+ thousand on hand.
Now the number 9 spot, the center fielder Taveras, who's 0 for 1. First pitch grounded to Edman on one hop. And he gets it over to Freddie. Quickly 2 away.
Talking about the dimensions, there's 2 other names I want to bring up. The dimensions in this ballpark and very well thought out. Down the left field line, 334 feet from home plate. It's recognized for Nolan Ryan as number 34. And the distance between home plate and the backstop, 42 feet, in honor of Jackie Robinson.
So a lot of thought and care went into the creation of Globe Life Field. It's been the home of the Rangers in this handful of seasons. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom 5, 1-0 Dodgers. Leadoff batter Marcus Semien takes a first pitch strike from Yamamoto.
It used to be the ballparks had to be 60 feet from home plate to the backstop, and they have varied that.
A lot of foul territory behind home plate by the on-deck circles. Fastball down and in, 1-1 for Yamamoto against Semien.
Not nearly as much foul territory as an empty Oakland Alameda Coliseum complex.
Here comes the 1-1. Semien stares at a splitter downstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
In fact, there is so much foul territory in that ballpark in Oakland, it may have included Sacramento.
Marcus Semien, a former A, pride of the Bay. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. He wasn't even close to that. Might have been a slider from Yamamoto. Whatever it was definitely a breaker, and Semien was thinking something else. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 out. Trying to get out of this 5th inning. The pitch popped him up. Edman drifting back from second base, about 8 feet onto the grass. He's there to make the catch. That is a tidy 5th inning of work for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I don't know if he threw 10 pitches, whatever.
There are 2 types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shaden Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shaden brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
Looking for a rewarding career where you can make a difference? Sierra Vista Unified School District is hiring. As an A-rated pre-K through 12th grade district, we've been proudly serving our community for over 60 years, and we want you to be a part of our team. From teaching to support staff, every role helps shape the future of our students. Competitive pay, great benefits, and a supportive work environment. Because when you succeed, our students do too. Join us today. Apply now at svusd68.org/careers. Sierra Vista Unified, where your career makes an impact.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
You love to make the most of your time on the road, Leo, by hitting up all of the local hotspots outside of the ballpark. You normally like to follow your...
Find out more at Yamava.com.
Welcome back to Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas. The Dodgers starting a 5-game homestand with a 3-game set against the Rangers. And they're up 1-0. Top of the 6th will start at the top of the order, and Tommy Edman is responsible for the lone run of the game. DeGrom starts him off. The first pitch didn't miss by much. Ball 1. A solo homer on the second pitch thrown by DeGrom tonight. Put it into the Ranger bullpen. Tommy takes a strike, an even count, 1-1. And Mo, you think back to last year against right-handed pitching, 37 games for Edman, and just 19 total hits against righties. 1-1 from DeGrom. And Tommy takes it to right field. That will drop a blue base hit to start the 6th. So Tommy's got 2 hits tonight. And this year against righties, Mo, he's already up to 17 hits against right-handed pitchers.
Well, he's hitting the ball all over the place. This time he got jammed a little bit to perfection, we might add. Well, both of these starting pitchers through 5 innings. How about these numbers? DeGrom, 70 pitches, 43 strikes. Yamamoto, 71 pitches, 49 strikes.
Edman on first, nobody out. Mookie Betts watches a first pitch up and in with a fastball. Ball 1. Dodgers trying to get some breathing room before the final 3 frames, or 4 frames, I should say. Keeping an eye on Edman. Berger, the first baseman, holding him close to the bag. Rest of the infield playing back and shifts it over. Edman takes off for second. Here's the throw from Hahn. The slap from Edman. The play is in time. Second base ump Nick Lentz.
Edman pointing in immediately to the dugout. You might want to check the video. If it is ruled and stays as an out, and the Dodgers want a look at it.
They're going to challenge the out call at second base.
I mentioned earlier is that base stealers were 5 for 5 against DeGrom coming to tonight.
Oh boy.
Los Angeles is challenging the out call at second base.
That is a really close play because the umpire was positioned behind a sliding Edman, so it looked like his left foot got to the bag before the glove hit the groin area for Edman. But because Lentz was positioned in a tough spot, he didn't see it. It is a close play either way. Do you see enough to overturn that?
Not that I've seen, but they're going to be looking at what's really interesting is watching the conversation that Edman was having with Simeon. You can see that Edman was telling Simeon, no, I made it, and Simeon shaking his head, no, and no, I got you. So that's how close it was.
It was a great throw from the catcher, Jonah Heim. That much is very clear. Perfect throw leading Simeon up the line toward a sprinting Edman. Edman was going for his second stolen base of the season. Still waiting on the replay operations center in New York to give their verdict to the crew here. Vic Carapazza, the crew chief.
Well, it's going to have to be one of the outfield cameras because the tag was made to the outfield side.
Mike came on momentarily. Let's get the call.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is out. Los Angeles uses their challenge.
That was one of those where was there enough conclusive evidence, and apparently there was not.
That's the issue. It has to be clear and convincing. And that was a lot of gray area.
Well, do you like the aggressiveness, the decision to steal here?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially when you have a guy that's allowed 5 stolen bases in 5 attempts.
So now 1 out and the base is empty. Betts takes a strike. So it's 1 and 2.
And we talked before in the pregame show about the fact that the Rangers have been very active in sending runners too. So that's something to keep in mind as we continue this game.
A 1-2 pitch to Betts. Fouled over the net.
Not only this game, but in this series.
Two strikes against Mookie. Go with 1 ball. Pitch from DeGrom. Betts hits it on the ground left side. Handled by Jung, the third baseman. He gets it over to first. Berger receives out number 2.
Well, friends, you can celebrate the culture and traditions of Japan at Dodger Stadium, April 28th, Japanese Heritage Night. The Marlins are in town, and purchase a special ticket package and receive an exclusive Japanese Night jersey presented by Daiso. Come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Freddie Freeman at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-0 Dodgers in the 6th. DeGrom starts him off. The first pitch strike. Freddie is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. DeGrom's 80th offering. It's down and in, ball 1. The home run from Tommy Edman, the only scoring so far. Tommy batting from the left side. That means all 5 homers that DeGrom has allowed this year have been to left-handed batters, just like Freeman. And 1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2.
You've got one of those games, Steven, there'll be some people say, oh, not much offense tonight. Well, don't overlook there's an abundance of pitching. That's why there's also been a couple of good defensive plays.
A 1-2 coming to Freddie. And Freeman fights it in the air left field side. Harris drifts toward the line, and he makes the catch about 25 feet inside of it. Ends up being another 1-2-3 inning for DeGrom, thanks to the caught stealing of Tommy Edman.
Times it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
20% off sunglasses from Shadin Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadin. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code.
Baseball continues on its official home.
After a 9-pitch 5th, Yoshinobu Yamamoto begins the 6th with 71 pitches thrown so far. The Dodgers leading the Rangers 1-0. First offering is spiked to Corey Seager, former Dodger. 2 former Dodgers leading off this frame for the Rangers. Seager, Peterson, and then Adolis Garcia. 2, 3, and 4 of the order. The pitch. Chopped to first. Freddie backs up, plays it after the second bounce. Gets it over to Yamamoto. 1 away.
That's the advantage of taking a few thousand ground balls. Is it reading the ball immediately off the bat to where you're going to get a good hop or a treacherous hop?
It's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. You know, well, I don't think anybody should be surprised by the pitching that we're seeing here as Jock Peterson digs in. 1 out, nobody on in the 6th. 1-0 Dodgers. Jacob DeGrom, has 2 Cy Youngs in the Major League level. Peterson fouls back, strike one to the net. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, of course, in NPB, 3 Sawamura Awards, which is their equivalent of the Cy Young. So 5 combined seasons, they were deemed the most excellent pitcher in the game of their respective leagues.
Both pitchers look relaxed tonight. Of course, with the stuff that they got tonight, why wouldn't you be?
Always feel like you can get anybody out. That must be
you don't
nice
get the feeling that either one of the starting pitchers have the feeling that they're pitching uphill.
Yamamoto comes down the hill. The 0-1 to Peterson. Curveball, little low, 1-1.
Speaking of the pitching, I think Dwayne McDonald is thinking, well, they might want to think about another pitcher in Rangers history to get some kind of recognition.
First, this 1-1 pitch. Peterson fouls back, a second strike toward the backstop.
So here's why. This pitcher leads all-time Rangers wins, strikeouts, and innings pitched. His name, Charlie Huff. Former Dodger.
Oh, yeah.
Good friend.
The 1-2 pitch. Peterson fouls a fastball. Still 1-2.
But Charlie, just over 2,300 innings pitched in his career with the Rangers. Of course, Charlie pitched for about 35, 40 years. It seemed like. With a knuckleball.
That's a baseball man.
Through and through.
Through and through. Another 1-2. This one bounces off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And when Charlie talks to young pitchers, you talk about focus of attention. That's exactly what you see of those that he's speaking with. Is it? He's been there, done that, had to alter his career, learn how to throw the knuckleball.
Now this 2-2 pitch. Peterson swings and chops it to Freddie Freeman, who again plays it after the second hop and again gets it to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, covering the bag. 2 away. The third such play tonight. A ground ball to Freddie, and Yamamoto stepping on the bag.
Well, where Yamamoto again has stood out. The Rangers are 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They've hit 3 doubles to help in that category. But again, I mentioned in the pregame show, Yamamoto with runners in scoring position over his first 4 starts, just a 167 average against him.
First pitch to Garcia, strike 1. Yamamoto has gotten strike 1 more often than not tonight, Mo. I mean, he's 73% first pitch strikes. Getting ahead is massive for him. Really for any pitcher, but he's all kinds of trouble if you're behind in the count as a hitter.
Well, it's the same way with DeGrom, too, with that slider. Yamamoto, it's with that splitter. And then if you look for the splitter, he has enough velocity on that fastball to get it by you.
This with ball 1, the count level. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Dodgers leading the Rangers 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning. No Rangers on base. 2 outs in the inning. The 1-1 Garcia inside. The right fielder 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Yamamoto has 8 of those. Counting is difficult for me anyway.
At least with your shoes on.
Barely do that. The splitter downstairs, 3-1 on Garcia. Third baseman Young is on deck. Garcia assuredly has power. 25 home runs a year ago. Yamamoto gets him to swing through a high fastball at 96. 3-2.
Be careful what you say to me tonight, because Steven's parents are here.
You gonna tell on me?
New York Minute.
That's right. The 3-2, swinging a foul ball straight back. 95. I like the challenge from Yamamoto. I do not like the challenge that Mo is putting up to me right now.
I told your dad when he came into the booth, your mom and dad, lovely people. I told your dad, you could have warned me.
You did say that. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Yamamoto to Garcia. He fouls it away. No change in the count. Mo, you could put in for workers' comp. How much work you got to deal with me. We've seen 7 pitches from Yamamoto to Garcia.
I'm thinking more than that, though. I'm wearing a helmet.
Here comes number 8. Another 3-2. Ground ball to short. Mookie scoops it up off the dirt, shuffles and throws. Got him with plenty of time to spare. It's a 1-2-3-6 for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Once again, 6 shutout innings for the Dodgers right-hander. 1-0 LA. On to the 7th.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Breaking news coming in from Betnary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
There's audio net.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Baseball is back, and it's time to bring the heat with Fanatic Sportsbook. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your bets, win or lose. Flip your fan cash for authentic MLB apparel, bonus bets, and other collectibles. On top of that, new customers get up to $300 in bonus bets across your first 3 days. Bet on baseball all season long with Fanatic Sportsbook.
Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so...
Kike Hernandez attached to it, so I'm going to put it around my neck for the rest of the broadcast as Yoshinobu Yamamoto reclaims the mound. He has been sensational. We talked about the pitcher's duel that we've seen between Jacob deGrom, who just pitched his longest outing since April of 2023. Well, Yamamoto once again has delivered 6 shutout for the Dodgers so far.
Yeah, he has been right on the money. I mean, this has been a marvelously pitched game by both sides.
Yamamoto at 87 pitches as we begin the 7th inning. They'll face 5, 6, and 7 for the Rangers. Young, Harris, and Berger.
That thing around your neck, you resemble Flava Flav.
Yeah, boys. That's ball 1 from Yamamoto. You gave me the alley. I had to oop it. Sorry to anybody listening. 1 ball, no strikes. Yamamoto steps into his windup. The pitch to Young. Down and away, ball 2. Well, you look at his last start. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 6 shutout innings, got the win thanks to Tommy Edman hitting a 3-run home run. Well, right now, 6 shutout innings behind him. The Dodgers lead 1-0 because of a Tommy Edman home run. A solo blast leading off the game. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Young. 2-1 the count.
Young was trying to hit a 2-run home run with nobody on base. I mean, there was 1 out in the 2nd. There was a double. Then Yamamoto struck out the next 2. There was a double with 2 outs in the 3rd. Got the ground ball out. A double in the 4th. He got the third out on a strikeout.
It's a foul ball here, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And you figure the Rangers feel probably frustrated because they've had 4 hits in the game. 3 of those have been doubled. One of them with 1 out. The other double was with a runner at first, and actually at second and third, 2 outs in the 3rd inning. They could not push across a run.
There's the 2-2 pitch. Inside, full count. Dodger bullpen is active. Kirby Yates is the one throwing right now, the former Ranger. Getting ready to take the mound in his former home. The 3-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging. Got him with a curveball.
Nine punch outs for Yamamoto.
One out in the bottom of the 7th. Yamamoto threw 103 pitches last time out. 3 shy of his career high, which was last summer at Yankee Stadium, that dazzling outing in the Bronx. Strike 1 called against Dustin Harris, the left fielder, batting with the bases empty and 1 gone in the 7th. 1-0 Dodgers. 19 whiffs for Yamamoto. That is a new career high so far. Splitter skips underneath Smith all the way to the backstop. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Yamamoto steps back, kicks and fires, and bends Harris back with a fastball at 95. 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Jake Berger is lurking on deck, slugging first baseman. Harris, the rookie, hasn't played a ton, but when he has played, he's been productive for Bruce Bochy's club. His batting average .357. He's got a hitter's count. And now this 3-1 pitch. There's strike 2. Dots a fastball at 96, right on the outside corner. Now the payoff. Base hit, right center field. Picked up by Teoscar. Harris will hold on first with a 1-out single. Tying run aboard for the Rangers in the 7th.
That ball had not been fielded cleanly. Harris had a very aggressive turn at first base. He was thinking about going to second. Had there been any bobble at all in that fielding play.
Harris has 2 of the Rangers' hits tonight. Only 8 hits total between these teams. 5 for Texas, 3 for the Dodgers. 1-0 is the lead. 1 on, 1 out, bottom 7. Jake Berger takes a first pitch strike. A pitch that looked outside away from Berger. Well, Yamamoto will take it. Kirby Yates looks like he's done throwing in the bullpen, now doing some studying. Josh Bard, bullpen coach of the Dodgers, waiting to come in. Yamamoto with pitch 101. Harris running down to second. It's a foul ball from Berger, so Harris will have to head back to first.
As part of that aggressiveness we talked about really on the pregame show is that the Rangers have been very aggressive on the bases, and they're trying to force the issue here. They've had difficulty getting a run across tonight.
A leadoff homer from Tommy Edman is the only scoring we've seen so far, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto would like to keep it that way. 0-2, the count on Berger. The 0-2 pitch. Harris takes off. Check swing. He went around that strike 3. The throw down to second. He is out. Strike him out. Throw him out. Shut him out. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. 7 zeros on the board. The Dodgers are heading to the 8th. Still on top of the Rangers. 1-0.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Did you know that California offers various programs and services?
Breaking news, and this one.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is around the horn. Do you know what it means? Around the horn. A double play that begins with the third baseman and goes to...
Pitching change for the Dodgers. Replacing Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Kirby Yates. This change presented by Navien, HVAC, and water heater products. 1-0 Dodgers as we prepare for the bottom of the 8th. Kirby Yates facing his old club, Mo.
Well, he's going to come on. Now, this is a different adjustment now for the hitters. And you get the bottom of the order to begin with, at least numbers 8 and 9 before you have to switch off to the top.
Definitely going to see some more splitters. First pitch to Jonah Heim, popped up, third base side. That will tail over the net and into the section north of the Dodger dugout. Yates last year spent here pitching for the Rangers, an all-star for Texas in 2024. 61 games, 61 and 2/3 innings, ERA of 1.17. He struck out 85. His ERA plus 100 is league average. Kirby last year was 3.36. The 0-1 pitch, swinging a foul ball, rolling toward the Ranger dugout, 0-2. So safe to say it was a pretty good year for Kirby Yates. He signed with the Dodgers, a one-year deal this offseason. Joined the back end of the pen. The 0-2 dives low, missing with the splitter. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll try again and miss low with the fastball. 2-2.
Spots like this, so important to get that leadoff hitter.
Fastball low again from 0-2 to 3-2.
Is not particularly deep in straightaway center in a 1-run game in the 8th.
The payoff pitch. Yes, he did. Couldn't check his swing. He went around. A strikeout for Kirby Yates. 1 away in this 8th.
Boy, that's a big pitch right there.
Now to the last of the order. Leody Taveras, center fielder in the 9 spot. Dodgers 1, Rangers nothing. A duel among pitchers. Starters to begin now into the bullpens. Bunt dropped down by Taveras right in front of the plate. Smith shuffles onto the grass and makes the throw down for out number 2. And we're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
2 outs, no Rangers on in the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers up 1-0. The lineup flips over for Marcus Semien. Tonight's game is brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. You can learn how to overcome it by going to first5california.com. The first offering from Yates nearly hits Semien inside with ball 1.
I'll tell you what, that bunt attempt was not a bad idea. The execution was not that good. He hit it too far off the end of the bat. I talked about it before. The ball just comes off dead.
The 1-0. Simeon swings and fouls strike one over the net.
And the reason I think it's not a bad thought process to try and do it. Got a one-run ball game. You're in the bottom of the 8th. Muncy was playing back at third. Everybody else is back. And if you lay down a halfway decent bunt, and especially with the speed of Taveras, got the tying run aboard.
The pitch in there for strike 2. Fastball at 94, right on the inner third. The 1-2. He struck him out. Swung and missed on a pitch well outside. Bookending K's for Kirby Yates. He puts the Rangers down 1-2-3. We go to
this fall. Choose Primavera Online, and you'll be choosing a school with flexibility, personalized support, and an award-winning curriculum that's over 20 years strong. Now enrolling grades K to 12 at chooseprimavera.com.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Go yard with BetMGM. All season long, BetMGM is offering fast and convenient ways to play same-game parlays, special boosts and tokens, and so much more. With BetMGM, you can be a part of every diving catch, every double play, every strikeout, and every home run. Sign up and get your piece of the action. BetMGM is an official partner of Major League Baseball. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Arizona only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Mobile device. LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
It's Friday night, so everything is popping.
Top of the 9th, Dodgers 1, Rangers nothing. 3 outs to get some insurance runs. They have the top of the order at the plate. Tommy Edman has ball 1 inside. This inning sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877 Cars for Kids now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. It's Cars with a K to donate your car today. The 1-0 misses low. 2 balls, no strikes on Edman, who is 2 for 3. And Mo, he's responsible for the only run we've seen in this ball game. Came on the second pitch of the game. A solo home run in the Ranger bullpen off Jacob deGrom. Milner misses outside, but it's called strike 1 for some reason.
Yeah, he turned around in a hurry. A 98-mile-an-hour fastball that was up and away.
2 balls and a strike here, starting the top of the 9th. Hobie Milner pitches and levels the count. The breaking ball at the knees, 2-2. Milner's 2-2. Edman batting from the right side, swings and pulls it to the left side. Seager backhand stop it short, throws on the run, and Edman safe. Ball skips away from Berger, and Edman takes off for second. Berger is slow to react and get into foul ground, and Tommy will take his extra base. Insurance in scoring position in the 9th. Heads up again by Tommy Edman.
Yeah, on a ground ball that was hit in the hole, backhanded by Seager, and that throw just to the outfield side on one hop.
It looked like Berger thought there's no way Edman's going to actually take off for second. But that's exactly what happened. So it's scored single, an infield single, and E6. So Edman on second, nobody out. Mookie Betts has to turn out of the way of ball 1 inside.
This is the first at bat of the night for the Dodgers with a runner in scoring position. The only other guy to reach second base was Edman on the home run in the first inning.
1 ball, no strikes. Milner and Betts both step back. Time called. Let's go Dodgers chance here at Globe Life Field. Of course, they won the World Series here in Arlington. Trying to create some more good memories. That pitches outside. 2 balls, no strikes on Betts, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. That came back in the 3rd. It's been amazing pitching we've seen tonight on that mound. It's by Jacoby and Myers because everyone deserves justice. The 2-0. Mookie pushes it on the ground to first. Berger on a hop will flip it over to Milner covering the bag. But a productive out for Betts gets Edman over to 3rd. Only 1 out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, and this is a spot where it just changes the defense. They have to play in tightly. Again, keep in mind, this is a artificial turf. So even the ground balls are going to have a higher rate of speed.
And nobody else you'd rather have up there than Freddie Freeman. Freddie's 0 for 3 tonight. And Bruce Bochy was thinking the same thing. And he doesn't want to face him. They intentionally walk Freeman, which does make sense.
When's the last time, though? I mean, you're playing situations, and Bochy has a right-hander warming up. When's the last time you saw a lefty walk intentionally a left-handed hitter?
To get to Teoscar Hernandez, who crushes lefties. Well, that's because Bruce Bochy is heading out to the mound to make a change. Dodgers will have runners on 1st and 3rd. 1 out in the 9th. They lead 1-0.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient.
Playing.
Goes around on a check swing, strike 1. Teo's 0 for 3. Fly out, pop out, strikeout. Insurance run 90 feet away. Another one on first base. It's 1-0 game. The pitch. Teoscar takes away. Strike 2 called. Teo doesn't like it. Can't believe it, and neither can we seeing that, but now he's got to battle through it. Teoscar 1 for 6 in his career against Armstrong with 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. That one hit is a homer. It's not what the Dodgers are looking for now necessarily. Just trying to get Edman in from 3rd with 1 out.
Ideally keep the ball off the ground, avoid the double play ball.
Teoscar's been good with 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He swings and fouls back. A fastball at 94 to stay alive. So good in fact, if you look at Teoscar's number of hits this year, he has 18 on the season. 10 of them have come with 2 strikes. More than half of his hits with 2 strikes in the count. That's the situation he's in right now. Another 0-2 from Armstrong is on the way outside. Second sellout crowd of the season at Globe Life Field. 38,623 on hand, and a lot of them wearing Dodger blue. They're just trying to start this road trip right. They lead 1-0 in the ninth. Can add more. The 1-2 pitch. Teoscar takes it the other way. That's a base hit to right field. Edman trots home. The Dodgers double the lead. Once again, Teoscar with 2 strikes delivers.
And he hit a tough pitch. He was called for a strike on a breaking ball away that may have been off the plate. Well, this one almost identical spot. What a clutch hit.
First and second, Taylor on second, Hernandez on first. Now Michael Conforto, 2-0 LA, 1 out in the ninth. Swing and a miss on a fastball upstairs, a strike on Conforto. The Dodger left fielder is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Average now 200 on the dot. Well, let's go Dodgers chance here in Arlington. Ahead of the 0-1, down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tanner Scott has been throwing in the Dodger bullpen, preparing for the bottom of the ninth. Dodgers trying to give him some more breathing room. RBI single from Teoscar Hernandez has this game at 2-0. Armstrong's 1-1 pitch is low. Advantage to Conforto. The 2-1 pitch is up and away, 3 balls and a strike. This is a big spot for Conforto. His first 8 games as a Dodger, he's hitting .308, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. The last 10 games he's without a run batted in. The 3-1 he's taking. It's ball 4. The bases are loaded.
We began to see in the Rockies series, which the Dodgers swept all 3 games, began to see a little bit more discernible takes on borderline pitches by this Dodger ball club. The offense, which if you look at the last number of years, that's where they have really been shining, is it do not expand the strike zone.
We're going to see a mound visit from veteran pitching coach Mike Maddox. It's brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Dodgers 2, Rangers nothing. Top of the 9th inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the man who has been, Mo, I think it's safe to say, their best and most consistent producer at the plate in 2025 so far, Will Smith.
Well, it's also the guy that I keep bringing this number up. Over the last 2 years, Will Smith has had more at-bats with runners in scoring position than any other hitter in Major League Baseball. So this is not new to him.
And producing with runners in scoring position, not new to him this year. In 2025, with RISP, Will Smith is 10 for 13. That's a .769 batting average. He has the bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 9th inning, 2-0 Dodgers. The right-handed Armstrong out of the stretch. Smith, first pitch, fouled back, strike 1. Will is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice, both against Jacob deGrom. Both starters were terrific, but both starters are gone. It's a battle of the bullpens, and the Dodgers have broken through in the ninth. Armstrong's 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Fastball in the outer third.
Let's complete that story about Will Smith with runners in scoring position. How about bases loaded? 328 in his career. 1 grand slam.
He's behind with 2 strikes, but like Teoscar, he's been amazing with 2 strikes. The pitch, slashed foul, remains 0-2. Will enter this series batting .370 with 2 strikes in the count. Taylor, Teo, Conforto on the bases. Dodgers trying to pad this 2-0 lead for Tanner Scott. Another 0-2 pitch. And Smith stays alive. There's a pitch off the plate, but he had to offer at it, and he got a piece. Smith is ready, as is Armstrong. Working on the first base side of the mound. Another 0-2. Smith swings and fouls another one. This one into the net behind home plate.
Well, tried to jam him and did, but Smith just fouled it off. You'll see yet another pitch.
Dodgers getting a run in this ninth thanks to an RBI two-strike hit by Teoscar Hernandez. They're now loaded for Will Smith. Armstrong sets and deals. Smith fouls another pitch away. Tremendous work by Will Smith right now, Mo. I mean, he is getting a lot of pitches in or near the zone.
Yeah, and Armstrong's worked the ball in and out. He's tried the fastball. He's tried the slider away.
The seventh pitch from Armstrong to Smith. And Will takes it to center field. That's playable for Taveras. Tagging from third is Taylor. He will score. Sacrifice fly. 3-0 Dodgers.
What an at-bat. 0-2 after the first two pitches. Fouled off 4. Then Armstrong tried to come inside with a fastball, and Will Smith hit it deep enough to center field to get a big run.
So now first and second for Max Muncy. A 3-0 lead thanks to 2 runs so far in the top of the ninth. The first pitch. Inside, ball 1. Max is 1 for 3, a single in the second. Tanner Scott continues to throw in the Dodger bullpen. They're in left center field. Teoscar on second, Conforto on first. Armstrong delivers his 1-0. And Muncy pushes it in the air, left field. Long run for Harris, but he makes the run and makes the catch. 2 left on for the Dodgers, but they score 2 big insurance runs thanks to 2 hits. No errors, 2 left on.
Hey, it's me, Paige DeSorbo, and I'm so excited to share my new shoe collection at DSW, filled with my favorite styles and trends for spring. Because if you know me, you know I'm kind of obsessed with shoes. And by kind of obsessed, I mean head over heels. You're going to love these shoes, so snag super cute styles like cute flats, fun heels, and cool sneakers from the Paige DeSorbo collection right now at your DSW store or dsw.com.
This fall, choose Primavera Online, and you'll be choosing a school with flexibility, personalized support, and an award-winning curriculum that's over 20 years strong. Now enrolling grades K-12 at chooseprimavera.com.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Breaking news, and this one is all
presented by Kinoshita. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Rips it, left field and deep.
You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
Forget about it.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Bottom of the ninth, getting ready to begin. Tanner Scott against the heart of the Ranger lineup. Seager, Peterson, Garcia. Changes for the Dodgers in the field. Chris Taylor now in left field. Kike Hernandez at first base. No more DH for the Dodgers. Infield playing back. Scott's first pitch to Seager. Fastball inside corner. Strike 1 called. Scott will take it. Seager is 1 for 3 with a double. The pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Strike 2. It's a shaky start to the season for Tanner Scott and Dodger Blue. He seems to be settling in. And his 6th save of the season on Wednesday night. It's tied for 3rd in the majors. Misses down and away with a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes against Seager.
Kevin Pillar is in the on-deck circle. Will come on and pinch hit.
The pitch. And Seager with a base hit to right center field. Teoscar gets to it quickly and throws it back in quickly. Former Dodger aboard to begin the bottom of the 9th.
And those 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning were absolutely gigantic.
Dodgers led just 1-0. It was a solo home run leading off the game by Tommy Edman. He also led off the 9th inning with a base hit. Fielder's choice. It was an E6 that got Edman to second. Fielder's choice for Betts put Edman on third. Intentional walk to Freeman. Base hit Hernandez. Walk Conforto. Sac fly Smith. First pitch. Ground ball. Muncy with a diving stop. He's up in the knees. He goes to second. And they get Seager. Heck of a play by Max Muncy. Laying out to his left and hitting the dirt. Mookie Betts gives him a tap on the backside. And so that means Pillar will trade places with Seager on the bases, and now 1 out.
And Muncy went a long way. He was only about 6-7 feet off the foul line, trying to protect the double down the line itself. All out diving from his knees to throw to second base.
Now Adolis Garcia. First pitch down and in. Great block by Will Smith on ball 1. Dodgers 3-0. 1 on 1 out, bottom 9. Scott looks at Pillar on first. Comes home to Garcia. Gets a foul ball straight back in the net. Fastball at 95. A little north of the zone.
Kike Hernandez not holding Pillar over at first base. Playing behind him. Trying to expand the defense.
Dodgers shifted over to the left side on the right-handed hitting Garcia. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul ball over the net to our right. It's 1-2. 10 games so far. Scott has his ERA at 2.70. Trying to finish off another save. Garcia took time. Steps back in. Sets his hips. Puts the bat just above his back right shoulder. The pitch from Scott. Fouled over the net by Garcia. Remains 1-2.
This has been a terrific ball game.
Oh, I am with you 100%, Paul. I mean, you couldn't ask for much better between the starters, Yamamoto and DeGrom dueling, Yoshinobu looking every bit the ace that Dodgers fans know him to be. Scott, another 1-2 pitch, pulled, fouled on the third base line.
And we say that not just because the Dodgers are leading in here in the bottom of the 9th inning, 3-0. And everything. We say it's a good defensive play. The pitching has been outstanding. Had clutch hitting.
One ball, 2 strikes. 1 on 1 out, bottom of the 9th. And Garcia goes to left field, base hit, and that will bring the tying run to the plate for the Rangers in the bottom of the 9th inning.
And while the Rangers don't score a huge amount of runs, I mean, they're 26th in Major League Baseball in that area. The Dodgers came in having scored 93, but the Rangers 63. But they've got a chance with one swing of the bat to make this game even.
And it's Josh Young, the third baseman, stepping up to the plate. First and second, only 1 out in the 9th. He represents the potential tying run against the Dodgers in this game. An all-star 2 years ago as a rookie. Not healthy last year. He is healthy this year. And Scott gives him a slider at the knee. Strike 1 call. Young is 1 for 3. He doubled in the second, struck out in the 4th, struck out again in the 7th. Scott out of the stretch. And that is hooked just foul the third base line. Wide of the line by probably 8 feet.
He was all over a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Blake Trinan has started throwing in the Dodger bullpen. First and second, 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes. Scott looks back on second base at Pillar. Comes home to Young. Does not get him to bite at that slider in the dirt. 1-2. You said it at the start of this frame, Mo. I'll say it again now. The 2 insurance runs for the Dodgers in the top of the 9th looming incredibly large. The 1-2 pitch. Inside, the count is square. 2-2. Scott has the ball at the belt. His 2-2 pitch to Young. Foul back, a fastball at 95. Base hit, fielder's choice, base hit. That's how it's gone for Texas so far. First and second.
Guy on deck, Harris, has 2 hits tonight in 3 at-bats.
The rookie has been terrific. Another 2-2 from Scott. Hit on the ground. Fair ball. Muncy on the backhand gets to second. The turn in time. As it stands, it's a double play that would end the game. The Rangers are saying,
yeah, they got nothing to lose to maybe get the replay.
Josh Young keeps pointing back. Does he want catcher's interference? Young is in disbelief at Vic Carapazza, the home plate umpire. Now Bruce Bochy has come out. The Dodgers have come out onto the field to start victory formation. Muncy played that right on the line on a backhand. Got it to second in time, and they turned 2 because Young wasn't running down the first base line.
Yeah, Young was pointing back. When he got about 3/4 of the way, he was pointing back towards home plate.
And now the umpires are waiting to conference. Yeah. Bruce Bochy is in between the lines talking with Carapazza. The Dodgers are celebrating a series opening win. And I don't think there's anything that Bruce Bochy or the Rangers can do.
They cannot enforce a replay on catcher's interference, is my understanding.
Did he think it was called foul by Carapazza off the line? We don't know. There was no official word.
Well, it went past the third base bag. Therefore, it is the third base umpire's call. If it doesn't go past the bag or to the bag, it's the home plate umpire that makes the call.
So it ends up being a 3-0 shutout win for the Dodgers to begin this 5-game road trip. That's their 4th win in a row, 15th win on the season. And Mo, if we could for a moment, let's try and move beyond that weird ending, a 5-4-3 game-ending double play induced by Tanner Scott. Max Muncy made a couple amazing plays in the 9th inning that need to be remembered. But we'll go back to the start. Tommy Edman with the leadoff home run, and then Yoshinobu Yamamoto really did the heavy lifting from there.
Well, he did the heavy lifting, and you give Yamamoto a 1-0 lead tonight. He just.
This season, let your shoes do the talking. Designer Shoe Warehouse is packed with fresh styles that speak to your whole vibe without saying a word. From cool sneakers that look good with everything, to easy sandals you'll want to wear on repeat, DSW has you covered. Find a shoe for every you from the brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, New Balance, and more. Head to your DSW store or visit DSW.com today.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off. Plus
here on this Friday night. It doesn't get any worse as this series goes along. from a pitching standpoint, this one gives you everything you can ask for. It was Yamamoto against DeGrom today. In Game 2 of this series, it'll be Roki Sasaki against former Dodger Nathan Eovaldi, and then Tyler Glasnow against Tyler Mahle, who is throwing the ball terrifically in 2025. Those are the pitching matchups the next 2 days. So that's going to do it from Globe Life Field. Hang out with us tomorrow. Game 2 of a 3-game set against the Rangers kicks off with Morongo Casino's Dodgers on deck at noon and first pitch at 1:05. The Navient Dodgers Clubhouse Show with David Vassegh. That is coming up next. So on behalf of the World Series champion Rick Monday, our MVP, the producer and engineer Dwayne McDonald, and the stud in studio holding it down Colin Yee, I'm Stephen Nelson saying good night from Texas. The Dodgers shut out the Rangers and take the opener 3-0.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay